Hello, I am Tiffany Mayberry. I'm excited to share my reflection with you about my student teaching experience this semester. I'm also excited to get to watch your experience as well. Okay, the first part of my reflection that I was asked to share, what part of this course was the most helpful in preparing for EdTPA? The very first thing that comes to mind would be the technical review. And the reason I say that is because EdTPA is so specific on file names, file sizes, that had I not had the technical review in this course, I'm afraid I would have turned in maybe just one thing wrong and received a condition code from EdTPA and had to resubmit. The second thing that I found extremely helpful was the samples of each task that had been completed by someone else. I'm a very visual learner, and so to be able to see how someone else completed it, I found that just very beneficial for me whenever I was going through the process. Number 2, how did EdTPA help me make connections to what is required of me in the classroom? Well, there are like 3 things that it helped me connect to. The first is being able to know my students and identifying their individual strengths and weaknesses helped me to improve my teaching effectiveness. Second, it helped me to become aware of how to analyze my own teaching practices. I had never done that before EdTPA, and I really actually enjoyed analyzing my teaching practices and seeing how my students learned from my teaching and providing that data to EdTPA. Last, I found that it was beneficial to use strategies that I learned from the education program from here at Liberty while teaching during EdTPA. Number 3, what aspect of student teaching had the biggest impact on my life? Well, when reflecting on this semester of student teaching, there have been so many challenges, also so many celebrations, and so much that I have learned. I have been pushed way beyond my comfort zone. I have grown as a teacher immensely. And it's hard for me to only talk about one aspect that had the biggest impact on my life from this semester. But upon thinking about it, I guess the one that had the biggest impact was that I learned the importance of messing up. My personality is just like being a perfectionist. I have a hard time with making mistakes and everything not being perfect. So learning to mess up, learning to make mistakes. I know it sounds crazy, but I found myself so nervous about messing something up in a lesson or making a mistake. But as I learned this semester, we all have things to learn. And my student teaching experience has taught me how to learn from my mistakes rather than letting them eat away at me. Like instead of going home in the evenings and just dwelling on, oh my gosh, I made a mistake in my lesson today. I don't think I did my best. It has taught me that I don't have to do that I can evaluate my mistakes and I can take constructive criticism from my cooperating teacher and apply that to myself as a teacher and grow from it and learn from it. So that would be the biggest impact that student teaching has had on my life. Okay, number 4 says, do you feel prepared to lead your own classroom? Absolutely. I feel ready to go. I feel 100% good. I do feel nervous, and of course I still have things to learn, and I will continue to learn probably all throughout my teaching career, which I think is what makes an effective teacher in the classroom. And so I'm excited to begin my journey as a teacher, and I just would like to say thank you for the wonderful education that I have received here at Liberty.